So for all those who are joining, welcome to this live session on skill development. Today is the World Youth Skills Day. Hearty congratulations, and hope so your learning path and your education and your wish to join the job sectors and market is going all well. So this live session will be about how to adjust yourself post COVID era and how to develop your skills properly. And we'll be shortly joined by one of the industry experts from Gas Authority of India Limited. And so I'll just wait for a couple of more minutes so that we have a little bit of audience and then we can begin. So I'll give you a brief on what Narendra Modi's, the Prime Minister of India, session was all about. So Mr. Narendra Modi focused on a few things like reskilling, things like finding your strength and then going into the job market. Things like he said a few statements like skill makes you employable, a skill is what takes you forward in your career and also gives you a holistic development in your life. So he also drew dissimilarities between the knowledge and skill. I remember he gave the example of how you learning or you knowing how to ride a bicycle is knowledge, but you marketing that skill or monetizing that skill is what skill development is all about. So this was what Narendra Modi's short session on skill development today was. For all those who do not know, let me give a brief about 9SEM. So 9SEM is a company which is working towards making the fresh engineering graduates employable. We are working towards making content and to deliver these content to students and freshers who are recently employed in various core industries like civil, metallurgy, mechanical, electrical. In these industries, we will be helping them with both the theoretical and practical aspects of the industry, and we will be assisting them in becoming employable, in becoming job ready. So 9SEM had made a survey of about 50 to 100 industry experts, and one of the top 3 criteria and the top 3 skills that came forward, the first was the ability to adapt and be flexible. So as you all know, this is COVID era. What happens after COVID is we do not know. It's a very confusing time. So we all have to be flexible and we all have to adapt to whatever technological disruptions that come in our way. Things which we knew or which we were learning around a year back or maybe 1.5 years back may not be there in the future. So we always have to be ready. We always have to keep on reskilling ourselves. We always have to keep learning new things. We always have to get back, sit in front of a computer, open your textbooks and keep learning. And then you have the basic communication skills, the basic interaction skills that is required for you guys to succeed in any kind of job market, may it be core or may it be IT. You have to understand interaction, basic interactive skills, basic communication skills, basic people management skills. You have to have that. Without that, you cannot succeed. You can succeed, but it becomes a very longer route and it becomes extremely difficult. If I have to give quickly suggestions on how to improve your interaction skills, your college is your best place. You take part in your tech fairs, take part in the practical, the lab sessions, in your English classes. Be a little proactive in approaching people. So these are like subtle things, few things that can help you in long way in improving your communication skills. So that was the second point. The third point was, and it's kind of an interesting point, the third and the fourth point is being humble and keeping your ego aside. A lot of us won't understand right now, those who are not in the job industry right now, or those who are not working right now, you guys won't be able to understand. But for those who are working for some time, you guys can clearly understand what I mean by keeping your ego aside. Ego comes into play when there is a clash of interests or when there is conflict resolutions happening in companies, or when you have to have an opportunity, or if somebody who has a higher authority or maybe somebody who is a lower authority tells you that, look, you are mistaken at this point, I think you need to redo this, or I think you need to relearn this. So you always have to be humble in your approach. You always have to be open towards learning new things. May it be simple things like improving your Excel or improving your Photoshop skills, or improving your talking skills. These are like very small things that you can do in your day-to-day life to improve, to help you in the long run. The last criteria, and it's a very interesting criteria for skill development, is reverse engineering. So Google is our best resource. Google and job portals like Naukri, Monster.com, get into those portals and understand what are the top requirements by the industries. May it be IT or core or some of the core industries like chemical, civil. Look into their job profiles, look into their job descriptions, and then understand what are the top criteria they require you to have. What are the top skill sets that they require? If they require, let me give an example of IT from the industry where I was working. So if Python or if machine learning is a requirement, come outside of that portal and Google how to have a hands-on experience of machine learning and start having a short-term and a long-term goal towards it, so that you can endow yourself with machine learning skill set or Python skill set. So reverse engineering, work from the job description and then work backwards towards reskilling or upskilling yourself. This has been, in fact, many industry experts told us that most of them have achieved success through this method. We got a couple of requests on what your day-to-day responsibilities look like in GAIL. So if you could quickly walk us through, that would be great.
Probably go to my field, if you go 50 years back or 80 years back, everybody wants to become a mining engineer or worked into the mine. 50 years or 40 years back, everybody wanted to become a soldier. Maybe it was like era of those World War and those. And yes. 20 years back, everybody wanted to become investment banker. 10 years back, everybody wanted to become software programmer. But for field like me, time has come because we have messed up with our earth, water. Everybody know the state of our rivers, the plastic pollution in the oceans, how we are treating our lakes, the waste mountains we have created in our cities, the pollution we are doing, the air pollution into the cities. So people like me, the sustainability professionals, are required to run the system in an affordable manner in a developing country like India. Because if I go to any home and tell them, buy this solar power, this is little bit costlier or almost double the cost, nobody will buy. So I have to make that solar power competitive comparison to the coal power. Water being such a fundamental topic, and we do not have experts who can manage water from engineering point of view, from commerce point of view, from legal point of view. So country requires such people. So we need to be more So despite these talks like this helps the students to mold their career, to go for certification and courses which is more relevant and need of the hour.
So if someone wants to take up this field, sustainability, as his or her career, what are the first steps that he or she has to go through?
First step is go inside before going outside. Assess yourself, because any field which is challenging, it is really challenging for human beings who work in that field. So my friends, when they visited the slums or they collected wastewater from the drainage or sewage, it's not a very wonderful work comparison to the IT guys who work in AC chambers. So you need to first assess yourself whether if you have been given the task to study in the forest for 10 days without any support or internet, will you really enjoy that forest? Or you will visit the Facebook and other things. So you need to do maybe go for career counselors, or maybe go to the platforms like 9th SEM, or do psychometric assessment of yourself and talk to the professionals of this field to understand the plus and minus of this field. But definitely once you are there in this field, it will give you immense satisfaction.
Okay. So we'll talk about psychometric and how 9SEM is helping a little later. Let us know how GAIL is helping for contributing towards the skill development of youth.
So we run Institute of Skills across the India, and they teach the life skills or skills which make students industry ready. Welding courses, AutoCAD courses, electrician courses, Surya Mitra solar power installation courses. So various courses are there. So, and we partner with the industry expert for it.
Okay. Okay. So you mainly work in the rural sector for the educated unemployed youth. Is that where you majority of your work is focused on?
So basically, the way Indian law is there, that where our setup is, we need to support the local communities.
Correct.
So
The
first,
CSM,
priority
yeah.
also in supporting the local communities. But we also have pan India programs, just like Super 30, we have Super 100, Gale Utkarsh program, where we support the youth for IIT education for complete 2 years education, boarding, lodging, schooling, tuition, everything based on the competitive exams.
Okay, that's wonderful. Okay, so if somebody wants to take help from the Gas Authority of India Limited to excel in his or her career or get a scholarship, what can be the step to go about that?
So you can easily Google about this Institute of Skills of Gales and Gale and ILFS, because ILFS is our technical implementation partner. All the details are available. Plus our Facebook page is very active page. We organize lot of quizzes. We give prizes to students. So we make them industry ready by organizing these quizzes almost every week.
Oh, that's wonderful. So students who are listening here, you guys have to stay aware. You have to stay connected through social media, through Facebook and Instagram, so as to understand what are the various things.
Almost all government companies are doing this, and one of the best platform is MyGov, the Government of India's platform. They also organize many contests and many alerts. So what is happening in country, where the demand is coming, how you can mold yourself into that promising future career.
Yeah.
Looking toward, it's like attitude. You should have positive attitude, let me share a brief story about my father. He was a commerce graduate and he joined BSNL in 1980s, but his boss has given him the technical work, so he has to learn the technical engineering part of telephone. Some of his friends could not go for it, but he did. Then over a period of time, he learned the programming, he learned Wi-Fi, he learned BlackBerry operating, iPhone. Then when he retired, he was SAP expert. So he started as a commerce guy, but he was always having the positive attitude. Whatever department I am getting, I have to give my best. And keep learning, learn, relearn, unlearn this process, and then you will be happy. So, but not everybody is ready to new places, new locations.
At this COVID era, these confusing times, technological disruptions are so rampant. Something which you learned 1 year back may not be used in the next couple of years, may go obsolete. So this attitude of reskilling, relearning, I think is, you correctly mentioned, it is really important at this time. LinkedIn, yeah.
So many students are not aware till the time they are pass out. What is LinkedIn? Why we should follow? Everybody is aware about Facebook or Insta or what. So once you at least 1 hour in a week on LinkedIn, it's not a bad. Or Economic Times. People do not read the good quality stuff. Economic Times or newspaper, they are the best newspapers of the country. We should read, irrespective to whatever our background is. Even if you are having art background, you should try to read why a particular painting got sold in 16 crore rupees.
Yeah.
So there is a market for art.
And in fact, that is why one of the main thing that 9SEM does, we recently hired a few interns, and the first thing we groomed them at was making their LinkedIn profile look better. We asked them to send more connections. We asked them to keep on posting updates, because in return, it will help them in the long run. LinkedIn has become the go-to place for all the corporates and all the job aspirants.
Exactly. You did wonders and you acquired a particular skills, and that is job require you to turn yourself a more social, a more extrovert. That is the nature of the job. But you are an introvert, so you will feel uncomfortable if you are not able to adopt.
You were talking earlier when we connected, you were talking about psychometric tests. So how can psychometric tests help an individual in deciding which job or where should he or she land?
So what happens if you go to any good company? They will give you some link, or you have to compulsorily give psychometric assessments. Even in government jobs, even in defense jobs, even in at the TCS and Wipro and Googles of the world. So why do they do it? Because it's okay that they have qualified you, but they want you to get happy, and they want the best from you, so that they can put you into the right type of project, right type of department. But before blindly going into any career and jumping into any career, one should also try. You know what happens in Europe? This psychometric counseling or psychological counseling, it starts from 8th class onwards, and it is compulsory part of the curriculum. You will be surprised. There is no coaching in many of these countries, many of these cities. They choose their careers. They are very clear. They are not confused कि bio लेना है or it's maths or engineering or commerce. They are not confused like us because it's integrated into their curriculum.
No doubt, those countries scale much higher when it comes to happiness index. They are the top countries, and we are still a very confusing and troubled state. So, Mr. Anand, if you have to suggest something to all the job aspirants and all the students, final year and pre-final year students for today, and those who are watching this video, what that can be?
2-3 things. Try to find out who you are. Try to find out your passion. Have some targets in your life, because if you do not have target to run 10 kilometers, then you will never be able to qualify for those the jobs, say defense jobs or any other jobs. Same goes with the knowledge jobs. Have a timetable. You go enjoy with your friends, but give some time to your physical fitness, to your mental fitness. What is going on in the world? Give 2 hours to LinkedIn every week on the relevant stuff, as you give to the Facebook.
Yeah. So I think that was a really informative and wonderful, amazing session with you, sir.
Thank you, 9SEM, and all the wonderful students who are out there. Always try to see if you want any help. You will always get the help from people like me, from Google. But you need to look for right questions. You will always get the right answers.
Yeah. A mentor is in fact really required in somebody's life at this phase of their careers, and that is what 9SEM and people like Mr. Anand we are all trying to do. And okay, sir. Then that's all. Thank you for joining. Thank you for giving us time.
Thank you, Desh.
Thank you, Anand. Okay, sir.
Okay, bye.
Bye, sir. Have a great night. So you just had Mr. Anand Acharya discuss with you, talk to you, give you perspectives on how to build your career, how to have small personality tweaks that can help you in the long run. We all were there once. We all were pre-final year students. We all were final year students once. And we are sharing all our mistakes with you so that you do not do the same mistakes. If anybody has any question, if anybody wants to understand how 9SEM is trying to revolutionize the field, how 9SEM is filling in the gap, please log on to www.9sem.com, reach out to us, and we will groom you. We will literally will hold your hands and guide you on how to survive in this tough market and how to learn hands-on practical and theoretical skills. So that was me, Mr. Desh Kumar from 9SEM, with a short brief session. We'll see you once more with a session like this, maybe in the next week or maybe in the coming month. Till then, have a great time. Stay safe, stay indoors, keep learning, and stay focused. Bye-bye.